Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. I hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am. We're jumping right back on into things today, and as you can see, I am out and about here in our world, just doing a little bit of exploration. I wanted to prep a little bit for this episode, considering where we left off. You know, I wasn't really extremely sure on where we needed to be looking for certain items, especially for getting a base up and going. And now that I looked more into it, you really want to get a multi-purpose room up and going, which for whatever reason can be one of the trickier things to find. Holy smokes. Look at that. I've never seen that before in this game. Oh, okay. That's not a place we want to go right now. But yeah, like I said, I've just been out doing a little bit of exploration, trying to find different ways that we could get the multi-purpose room up and going. Again, it does seem like it can be a little bit tricky to do because you can only find them in certain areas in the game. So we're going to do our best to try to find some stuff today, but if not, you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below what the best way to do it is. Now, I didn't test it. I didn't think that we could do... Yeah, we can't scan this. We can climb our ladder and go in through the top, which I don't know why we necessarily have this up here. I mean, we look around and we can't really see much. There's some clouds over there, but that's about it. So, yeah, so I did grab a whole bunch of stuff. So if we take a look at our inventory here, I have some copper, I have a ton of lead, I have a bunch of titanium. I've been crafting some stuff up and putting them away. I actually got a mobile vehicle bay up and going as well, and I'll show you guys how we do that. So it was a little bit of titanium, a little bit of lubricant, and some power cells, or one power cell I should say, and that got us our mobile vehicle bay up and going. But for us, it didn't really much matter because we didn't have any vehicles to really craft at that point in time. However, that has changed now, and I'll get into that in just a second. Now, I don't think there was necessarily anything else that we had right now. The only other thing is if we wanted to get the high capacity O2 tank up and going, that actually might be very beneficial for us to do really quick before we try to jump into anything else. Now we should have enough stuff for it. We do need more glass. Let me see if I have any stashed away, any quartz. We have one quartz here, and then I think I dropped a whole bunch of quartz outside. So we might have some floating around here or just down here. Yep, right here where I dropped it all. So we should be able to actually grab these boys and we can cook up some glass, which will then help us get our next level oxygen tank, because that'll help us be able to explore underwater a little bit longer than what we have been able to thus far. So we'll craft up both of those. Honestly, our hardest issue to overtake right now is our storage. I mean, we just run out of storage so quickly. And it's kind of unfortunate that that has to be the case. So let's get our next level oxygen tank up and going here. We also have our radiation suit that we probably should do. We do need to get that fiber mesh though. And we know how to craft it now. I don't recall. We need the creep vine samples. That's what we need to get that mesh. I don't think we have any hanging out here, do we? Nope. Silicone. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so nothing in there, and we do have our high capacity O2 tank, which we can then swap onto there. We have our standard one, which we no longer need to hold on to, so we could store it away, but unfortunately we just don't have the space for it, which is a bit of a bummer, because, you know, obviously everything is starting to pile up, really, and unfortunately there's nothing else that we can do about it. If we go into here, actually, you know what? I'm curious, if I go into my tool, because now we have the tool, the builder tool. Oh, I took it off my hotbar actually. Hold on. Hold the phone here. I'm curious if we take our habitat builder. We got it on 3 here. Can I build some storage in here? A fabricator radio, a wall locker. We do need titanium for it. Can we put it in here? No, it does not look like we can actually place it in our escape pod. That is a bit of a bummer. I was really hoping that we would be able to. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can put anything. Well, oh wait, hang on. Oh, we need more titanium. I think that's the only reason why. We only have one titanium on us right now. If we grab this other one, can we now do a wall locker? No. Okay. So, yeah. It will not let us actually craft inside of our escape pod, which again, bit of a bummer. I was kind of hoping to get things going on this, but we can't even start crafting on it until we really get our multi-purpose room up and going. And this is the multi-purpose room right here. We just don't know the ingredients for it. We do have this, which you can add on to that room. There's also a scanner room. So just really right now, we have a bunch of rooms that we really want to get going, but we just don't know them just yet. Which, again, is kind of unfortunate. So with that being said, let's hop back inside. I wonder if we can get our radiation suit up and going. I wonder if it would be beneficial if we went over towards the crash site, because that is where... Ooh. That's actually kind of nice. Conserves oxygen when diving deeper. The Rebreather. All we need is a wiring kit. Ooh, okay. I'm on board for this. We're starting to unlock some stuff now. Where was that at? The Rebreather. Let's get one of those up and going. So this should extend our oxygen life even more. Now we still need the fiber mesh, which means we're going to have to go back out and find some more samples. Let's put this bad boy on. Actually, it goes on automatically, which is super nice. So we should be able to go back out. And we seem to maybe be lasting a little bit longer underwater. It's kind of hard to tell. We're going to have to, unfortunately, get some more batteries for our sea glide here eventually. But this is what we need right over here. We need some more of this, this creep vine. So let's grab some of it. Oh, okay. That was all we can carry. Unfortunately, it does take up a 2x2 space, which you guys have seen before. So you're going to have to be, you know, cautious on your inventory. Once again, our inventory is our biggest downfall. We do have the portable, the waterproof locker. You can get that set up and then maintains the position in the water. So I guess we really could do one of those if we wanted to. Maybe we will try to do that. So we'll get one of those crafted up. Let's see. And how are we doing? We getting close on things here for our radiation suit? No, we need one more. And unfortunately, we just don't have enough right now. Nice dramatic long pause there. So we're going to have to go out and get a little bit more of these samples. Actually, is there one that's a little bit closer that we could go to? Maybe like this one right here. So we're not going super, super far away. Is this technically? Yeah, okay. Okay, I did not need that many. I only needed one. Let's drop one of those. Because they take up so much inventory, we'll just let it go for the time being. So I think, unfortunately, we might not get to having a base set up fully in this episode. But obviously, we are sure going to try. Because I think that is a key component of this game. It's super fun. And it's going to be even more fun when we can actually have a place that we can grow and expand on. Because unfortunately, we just don't have that right now. We're stuck to this such confined space. Now, I did, like I say, go out and do some exploration. And I have found some pretty cool things out there. But unfortunately, we have been a little bit limited by the amount of oxygen that we have. As well as... the depth constraint, which kind of plays into the oxygen as well. So the deeper you go, if you go below, I think it's 100 meters, your oxygen is constrained even more than normal, which can be extremely tricky. And the deeper that you go, the harder it can be to get back up to the surface, especially if you start running out of oxygen. Now, having these, the sea glide to help you get around a lot quicker definitely helps. But it still is time consuming and you can be cutting it close. I mean, we definitely cut it close a few times when I was just out exploring and, you know, trying to go down to some of the deeper levels with our base oxygen tank and then, you know, having trouble getting up to the top. So But anywho, I'm rambling on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do a little bit more exploration. I am going to get some stuff together, like some food and water. Maybe I'll grab another battery or something like that, because realistically our Sea Glide is going to run out of power relatively quickly. We might actually have some on us. I'll have to double check. I did find a few supply caches underwater that had some batteries and power cells in them. I might have some on me. We could take a peek really quickly here. I do have a battery. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of get things together. I'll wait till it's light out, because obviously that is the easiest time for us to be out and about, rather than it being dark out. It's just kind of harder to see everything. So with that being said, guys, we will be right back. Alright guys, I'm out exploring here, and I did find a deeper crash site here, and it looks like we have a bunch of different things here. Now, nothing too crazy. Every so often you'll find miscellaneous items that you can scan, like this bar table that we can scan, which will unlock it so that we can use it when we get rooms set up. I did figure out a scanning room, actually. I did find enough components for that. And here we go. Here's a trash can that we can scan as well. Now, we are in the zone for radiation. And actually, here's another scanner room fragment. And as you can see, if you have unlocked all of the fragments for it, then it just gives you some components rather than doing anything else additional for you. Now, every so often you will find pieces of the ship like this that you can actually go into and like kind of explore like this, and some of them will actually have doors that you can open and go into, which is pretty cool. So nothing super crazy thus far, just a bunch of miscellaneous things. And like I said, we did get a our scanner room up and going, so at the very least we could try to make that this episode. I don't know what all it entails, so we could take a peek at our blueprints really quick. I also do have everything that we need for a Seamoth. For the most part, we need a little bit more glass and some lead, but we can easily get that. We just have to go out and get find the components for it. So if we take a peek here, we should be able to see the scanner room. We have everything that we need for it. All we need is some table coral samples, which are easy enough to get. So realistically, we could go back and utilize it. Now, hold the phone here. It looks like we do have another pod. Pod 6. Okay. I don't think we can scan these, unfortunately. We do have something here, though. Open data box. Okay. Ultra glide fins. Ooh, okay. And we do have an abandoned PDA, so I'm going to have to listen to that. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Ooh, we got some lead, which is perfect. Let me see, I can try to get down in here to get these flares, a couple of flares. Another PDA, which we'll utilize, and then I don't think there's anything else that we can get in here. I don't think that we can utilize our repair tool or anything like that in this situation. I don't think so. No, nothing's popped up for it, so I don't think we can use it. And we are going to have to head to the surface here. Wow, look at that. We already are finding even more pods out and about, and that's only 6. So we found, what, 16 or 17, 3, and now 6. And Kevin did leave me a comment, one of my subscribers. He left me a comment on the previous episode saying we missed out on some goodies on the last pod that we found, pod 3. So eventually I might try to make my way back to there, but I'm not going to push myself to get there. Mainly because I don't 100% recall where it's at, so I'd have to do a little bit of exploration to find it. So we're just going to let that be for the time being, and then maybe at some point we'll come back to it. But yeah, look at this. You come upon these huge parts of the ship. And we do have some things here. So another scanner room fragment, which again, we already have our scanner room, so we don't necessarily need that. It seems like when you do scan them, you only get titanium. Like if you've already scanned them and have unlocked them. Oh, we have these bad boys. I do not want to mess with those guys. Those guys do shoot some kind of like poison or something, which will obviously cause you a decent amount of damage. So you really probably want to try to stay away from them. This is a huge piece of the ship here, which is kind of crazy that there's this huge chunk here, and there isn't anything for us to actually go into, it doesn't seem like. I'm trying to snoop around as quickly as we can because, again, we are constrained with our oxygen here. I'm not seeing too much things that we can scan or pick up that are like thrown about here. We do have a few things here. A pulse cannon fragment. Actually, I don't know if I've unlocked that yet. Oh, now we have. Okay, here we go. So this is our entryway in. And we do have a supply crate here. What did we get from this? Disinfectant water.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death. 30 seconds.
Okay, so it looks like there's a lot more to actually explore in there. So let's head to the surface. Let's get a little bit of oxygen, and we're going to go back in and try to see what we can see in that place. Because it looks pretty cool, actually, going in from this opposite side. The other side didn't really offer too much for us to look into. But yeah, going in from this side, we're definitely finding a lot more. And I actually did want to try to grab some of this because you can get lead. We got some copper. And we are still getting hit from those guys. Gonna back out here a little bit. Try to grab another screenshot so we have it. And then let's head inside here and see what we can see. Maybe we'll find something good. Let's switch over to our light here. Now, in the lower right-hand corner, you guys probably have already picked up on, if we find something that we can scan, it'll show it in the bottom right corner there. We do have a battery charger here, which is awesome. If we could get that up and going, that would be incredible. Oh, it looks like we might have a second piece right here. Yes, this is perfect. So now we could just charge our batteries instead of getting rid of them. We do have a composite plant pot here. And then a cheek plant pot. Interesting. How are we doing on our oxygen? Okay, there's a lot more to explore in here. Unfortunately, we cannot go that way, but it definitely looks like there's some more below for us to explore. So let's head out here. Let's go back to the surface real quick to get some more air, and then we'll come back down and try to head through that little entryway downstairs. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna try to get in here and get out as quickly as we can
100 meters.
And see what we can see. Oh, okay. So actually, it's nothing special, unfortunately. I thought we were gonna find something cool. I thought it was gonna go deeper in, but unfortunately, it looks like it just goes down to a lower area where we could have entered from. Anywho, so actually, it wasn't much more than what we already saw. We can go this way though. So these are the things I was mentioning before. If you find certain wrecks, there are doors sometimes that you can open up, and that just happened to be one of them, which is pretty cool to see. Let's see what else we got here. We do have some stuff to scan, so let's scan really quickly. Basic plant pot, we'll take it. We do have a bench here as well. Again, a lot of aesthetic items for our homesteads. Once we get them up and running, our bases, I should say. And once, like I said, you unlock them, you are good to go. Now, it does look like there's a way to go through there, but unfortunately, we can't get through there. It doesn't seem like, because of this stuff in our way. And we have to cut open that to access it, so we would need a laser tool, which we do have unlocked, we just don't have it built yet. So, unfortunately, I think that's going to end it for this little area here for the time being. I don't think there was anything on top that I noticed, so I think that's gonna do it for that little space there. So let's see, we probably should head back to the ship. I think we have a decent amount of items. Do I have, the real question is, one of the things I wanted to get was some lead. Do I have lead on me? I do. Because the one thing that we can craft now, because I did find enough components for it, is a Seamoth. The only other thing that we're going to have to craft up is some glass, which I don't think... Do I have quartz on me? I don't. I have titanium, a bunch of titanium. I just don't have the quartz, which is what we need in order to get the glass up and going. So let's say this. I'm going to look for some quartz, hopefully grab another one. I'm going to head back towards our base. And, ooh, actually, that might be some quartz right there. We might be in luck. Well, first of all, I want to check this. We do have some more lead. And then that's a salt deposit. Okay, so I'm going to have to keep looking. That's some more salt, I believe. Yeah, so I'll head back. I'll grab some quartz along the way so that we can get our glass, our final piece of glass that we need up and going. And then I'm going to try to get the Seamoth going because that would be kind of cool to see in this episode. And we'll take a peek. Oh, that sounded amazing. That made me feel so great inside. And then we'll try to take a peek maybe at the scanner room and see if we can get one of those bad boys going as well. Well, either or. We'll take a peek once we get closer to our base. So guys, with that being said, we will be right back. Alright guys, so we are back here at our safety raft here, or whatever you want to call it. Our number 5 life preserver. And first and foremost, I did want to tell you guys, I did get this mobile vehicle bay up and going, and we can get the Seamoth out of it, which is pretty cool. But I do want to do the scanner first and foremost. I think that would be the coolest thing to do. So we're going to come down here. This seems like a pretty good place to kind of set things up. And if we come in here, we can kind of see where it's going to be putting it. And this is kind of just, yeah, it's just kind of letting us put it wherever. So we could just do it right there. You have to hold down left click on your mouse button to construct it all. But once it does get constructed, we should be able to hop inside of it. So we have some cameras and things like that. So let's actually, there's a hatch. No, can we put this hatch on here somewhere? Does it already have a hatch? How do we get inside? That is the real question. Okay. So we can't do that. We can do a window, foundation, T compartment. Can we do like a vertical boy onto this? Well, let us do that. No. Okay. Well, let's see. Can we somehow get into this? It's not. Well, actually, maybe we could put a hatch right there. Hang on. Let's try that. Hatch. Where was that? That's the window. We can put a window. That's not what I want, though. I want a hatch. Can we put a hatch onto it? Oh, we can. Okay. We don't have... What are we missing for it? Quartz, maybe? Yeah, quartz. Okay, so we're gonna have to get some quartz, which I think I still have some sitting down here that I dropped. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. I dropped a bunch of quartz earlier, so it's a good thing that it's still there. And we have plenty of titanium, so we should be good to go. And there we go. So we should be able to enter the base now. Let's get some oxygen first and foremost. All the way up to the top. There we go. So here we go. We're getting the first little parts of our base up and going. Now this is the scanner room, so I don't exactly know what we're getting ourselves into.
Power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, so we still don't have oxygen in here. We do need to have some power going. Now we should have a possibility for power on here. We do need more titanium, and we do need that. Or we can get, it's an air pump. I thought I got, yeah, a bioreactor up and going. 3 titanium and a wiring kit into electrical energy. That could be pretty good, but I think you need a multi-purpose room, I would assume, in order for that. I don't think, I mean, maybe we could put it right here in the middle. I mean, I guess we could try, right? See if it'll let us do it. No, it's not going to let us do it right here. I'm guessing we need the multi-purpose room for it. So let's actually head out of this. And then what else could we do? I mean, I think there is things for like an air pump, right? Base attached air pump pumps oxygen from a powered habitat to an attached pipe network, which we don't have that yet. I think we did see that we could get a pipe thing up and going. I think our best bet would be a solar panel, right? Solar panels would be our best bet, but we need more. What do we need for it? Titanium and quartz, so we need both. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of searching for those bad boys, but it shouldn't be too hard. I feel like we've had pretty good luck with finding everything that we need. Now, I think that this metal salvage can be broken down into titanium. So I definitely will grab that for the time being. And then we just need quartz, realistically. That's our last big thing. There's a bunch of salt down here. More titanium, which is great. But again, we need quartz. What do we got in here? The laser tool, the laser cutter, which we already have unlocked. So that definitely would give us the titanium fragments if we scanned it, but we don't need to scan it. So I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Let's check out this little cave system here. Maybe in here we will find, we'll find that guy for sure. Maybe we will find, 30 seconds of oxygen. We gotta go up. But maybe we'll find some quartz here. Are we getting followed? We are getting followed by that dude. But he only goes so high, I believe. So why don't I look around for some quartz, and we'll try to get a solar panel up and going so we can maybe put it on top of that. That'd be kind of cool to see what we can do. Alright guys, so I got a bunch of stuff together, and as you can see, we have our scanner room up and going. I put on a junction as well, so if we go into our construction tool here, I just put on one of these T compartments off of it, so it gives us options later down the road. Also, it makes it look pretty nice to have some supports to the ground, unlike this bad boy, which just doesn't have a support to the ground for some reason. So yeah, I put that on there, and then on the very end we have a hatch so that we can get inside, and then on the top I put this little solar panel, and it's actually kind of funny because it's obviously not it's not connected there. It's just chilling on top. So it says that, I don't know, it's being weird. Like it says I can click on it or something. Sun 46, 45. Oh, we're losing a lot of sun here. And that's the unfortunate thing with that is obviously the solar panel is only going to work as long as you have sun.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So now that we do have some sun, we can actually utilize it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. This is really, really awesome because it gives us a whole environment layout. You can see all of the terrain below us, which is really cool to see in here. We have some upgrades that you can do here. If we had some kind of upgrade, I don't know, we're not to that point yet. We do have a fabricator in here as well. Actually, this does seem to be for the scanner room, which is kind of cool. A range upgrade, speed upgrade, camera drone. That's kind of cool. Streams data from scanner rooms to the HUD. That actually seems kind of cool too. So there you go. You can actually make your upgrades right there and put them right over here. And then on this side, we do have cameras here actually. I don't know how this works. How do we control our camera? Oh. Okay, this is pretty cool. So we have our camera here. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so you have a certain amount of power. How do I like cycle cameras, cycle cameras. What if I want to back out? Oh, escape. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can go in and use these cameras to go and explore. And then we also have different things on here. So we have wreck, we have sandstone chunks, so on and so forth. So like if we were to do quartz, it's going to do a scan. Is it going to show us? Oh, it's going to scan the whole environment around us for quartz. So it looks like there's one little pocket maybe right there that's pretty close by. I guess it just does take some time. Oh, this is so cool. I gotta get a screenshot of this too. Yeah, so it's gonna keep scanning, which is really cool. And then like we showed there, you can use the cameras to go out and explore, which is pretty cool. So if we go back into our builder tool here, can we get like windows and stuff going in here or anything like that? It doesn't really look like it, unfortunately. We could put a window right there if we wanted to, or actually we could put one right there, and we do have enough for it. Interesting. Okay, we can put a foundation in. There's some more exterior things if we wanted to. So a base attached air pump pumps oxygen from a powered habitat to an attached pipe network. A powered habitat. From a power habitat to an attached pipe network. Interesting, okay. Unfortunately, we can't do the bioreactor in here. We might be able to put some of this stuff in here. Now it doesn't look like we have enough to build any of this stuff just yet. A lot of it's pretty straightforward things though, which is pretty cool to see. A bar table, a trash can. Oh, it's so cool. Such cool stuff. And look at this. It's still scanning to show us all the quartz in the area, which is really cool. Now we do have full power, and I actually think that as long as we're not fully consuming it, you know, from miscellaneous things, like if we were setting out the cameras a bunch or running a lot of scans, it would chew through our energy pretty quickly, but hopefully it would actually last us through the night because it does seem like it's stored up a decent amount of energy from our solar panel. Now the last thing I did want to try to look into was from our mobile vehicle bay here. So if we click into here, we do have our vehicle options, and we have an option for a Seamoth, which would be so cool to do. We can put all the pieces parts together.
Transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Glutes and endorphin levels, I'll keep that in mind. So, we got that up and going. And there's our Seamoth. Oh, that's so cool. So we should be able to enter it. Now, I am a bit curious because we did have... Is there an option for a bay to hold our Seamoth in? It doesn't really look like it. And maybe eventually we would. And you actually can do some upgrades to it. Okay, so now we know there's some upgrades. But let's enter our Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, this is super cool, and it looks like it might actually have its own inventory. That's interesting. You see at the bottom it has 4 little slots there. Maybe those are the upgrades instead. Oh, this thing is really cool, and it does have a light. Oh, this thing is wicked. Oh, this is so cool. It's a little interesting to control, I'm not gonna lie. But it definitely makes getting places a lot easier than what they were before. This is gonna make everything so much easier. Let's hop out of this really quick. So let's go to E, and then let's go to our this thing here. And are we able to make a foundation? No, unfortunately we don't have enough lead right now, or enough titanium, which is perfectly fine. So we'll just leave it as is. So guys, with that being said, we're gonna wrap up the episode here. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so we get both of our things in shot. Actually, we probably should move this bad boy to be a little bit, to face a little bit better. Let's face it like this. Then we're gonna hop out here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so cool. We'll back up just a wee bit here to get them both in the shot. Another screenshot saved to our PDA. I really do like that feature. Just in general, there's a lot of cool things to see in this game, and being able to take screenshots to just go back and look at them later is a pretty cool feature to have. So guys, though, we are going to wrap up the episode because we are well over our 30-minute mark. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. Better yet, leave me a comment. I love reading through all your comments. Your suggestions are very much appreciated. I do take them all into consideration. If you're new to the channel, you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. It'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted to the channel. I do also stream over on Twitch. I have that linked in the description, along with my Discord, which will keep you up to date on any changes that might be coming if we are streaming on a different day than our normal schedule, or if I am switching up episodes or series or anything like that. You can find that all in my own Discord, linked in the description below. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for sticking through to the end. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye.